Hi, girlies. Welcome back to our monthly Oracle session here at the Girls in Growth. We are back for round two. I'm super excited. The first round that we did here in January, it was super exciting. I had incredible feedback and it was just really fun to have that energy going. So we are here for another round using my actual favorite deck. This is the Children of Letha Tarot, and the art here is just honestly something else. Like, it's out of this world. I'm forever in love with this deck. I've had it for years, and every time I look at it, I'm just in awe of how beautiful, how artistic, how creative it is. Like, every color, every design of each card is just really, really special. So I decided that I wanted to use it for this month. By the way, how was January for you guys? Definitely let me know in the comments. And so obviously with each reading, you have to take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and hopefully this will help you step into your higher self, really help you align with your goals for this year, because it might not be the first month, but we still want to have that first month of the year energy where we're still stepping into our goals, we're still deciding what we want, and we're not gonna let chance pass us by. We're not gonna let fate do its thing. We are gonna take control over our destiny. So with this monthly guidance, I hope that it helps you, lock back in if you need to, or just really redirect your energy in case you need that direction. And so here we are. I'm gonna set the intention to see what kind of message we get for today. I'm really excited to see what happens, so let's get into it. Okay, guides, etc. Please guide me and everyone watching. What is the message that we need for this February that will really impact our month and us moving forward into our goals, into our alignment, into our best reality yet? Show us with clarity and honesty. Let's fucking go. Oh, maybe I shouldn't cuss. Okay, we are starting strong with the Three of Wands. I almost forgot my own deck. And the Four of Wands. Oh, look at that. Do you see what I mean? These cards are just absolutely incredible. I love these cards, by the way. These cards speak on, I feel like, action and accomplishments. Like, this is about really stepping forward. Like, it's about taking action. It's about, again, not leaving it up to fate. I feel like that's the theme. I was already feeling the energy coming here to this, session, that it was all about continuing to take action towards your goals, continuing to show up, continuing to do what it takes. Like, you have to have the determination to keep moving forward. That is crucial, okay? And that doesn't come without your intuition also. Like, you have gifts. You have your own magnetism and your own power that you are meant to tap into. That's really important. Like, you cannot just push. Like, it's not about pushing against the current. It's about listening to your flow and really understanding where your authenticity lies. Like, really understanding where you are being asked to go, not from the universe, but from yourself. Like, where is your higher self trying to take you? What is the next best step that you can take that will help you meet your goals and meet your best reality? So it doesn't come from an energy of pushing. Taking action and pushing are two different things, and maybe you confuse them as the same thing, but they are not. So it's really important that you are taking action from alignment, from your intuition, from stepping into your power, knowing your worth, knowing what you're capable of, knowing the type of reality that you want to create. Like, your vision is clear. You're looking at your vision. Like, you always have your eyes on the prize. Like, you always know exactly why you are doing what you're doing. So there's a lot of intentionality in each move that you make. Like, you're not just doing things to fill up time, to fill up empty spaces, to just get things done. It's like when you're having to write an essay and you have to, put on paper like 10,000 words or something, and you just kind of like do fill-ups because you want to make sure that you get to that point. Like, that is not how life is. That's not where your higher self is coming from. Like, you never have to fill up empty space just cuz, you know. It's better to let it feel empty for a while so that the right thing can come into that space, so that the right thing can actually approach you and show up for you. Because if you're always just trying to do something out of more of a lack and need rather than actually tuning into what's true to you, then you're not giving space for life to show you what's next. So that's the thing. There might be moments where you feel a bit of confusion, you're not certain how you're supposed to take that action that you want to take, how you're supposed to keep up the momentum. If you're not feeling it now, focus on yourself, really. Focus on nourishing yourself, on getting grounded or getting reconnected so that you can step forward. When that clarity comes, you can take action, and that action is going to build up momentum, and it's going to lead to a lot faster result rather than just pushing just because you feel like you need to keep pushing. Like, again, there's a difference between taking action and pushing. Those are two different energies. Taking action comes from determination, pushing comes from lack. So it's going to attract different types of things, and I feel like this message is also for me. Because I do see that you're trying to build things. Like, here at the bottom, at the bottom of the deck, we have the page of coins, the page of pentacles. Why did I say coins? The page of pentacles here at the bottom. So it's really about, like, you have goals. So you're definitely building something. You're starting to get more clear around what you want, and that's really, really powerful. But maybe you're still unsure of the how. And the reason why is because, let me just grab these cards before I keep talking. Maybe that's wise. Maybe that's wise of me. The reason why is that you don't know the how yet is because this is supposed to break you from your own limits. So, like, the way you're going to approach this how is not... it's not in your consciousness yet because you've never done it before. Like, you've never done something like this. You've never reached that level of like, oh, like, wait, this is possible in my reality. So sometimes you want to step forward and you want to take action. If you're not sure how and you truly do not know, that's because it's still not like in your consciousness. So that's why it's so important to tune into your intuition, because it's gonna bring you those breadcrumbs that you can follow without focusing too much on what's going to happen, what's the outcome going to be. But if you follow that excitement, if you follow that intuition, if you follow that desire, it's going to take you one step further each time until, you know, a bigger picture starts appearing to you and you can start piecing the puzzle together, and then it becomes something, and then you can understand it better. If you don't have that understanding and it's hard to like put together, it's hard to comprehend, it's hard to logically understand, that's because your brain right now hasn't known this reality. And that's normal, right? Like, it needs that new neurological pathway, like, if we want to get sciencey, which I barely ever. But so I think that's what you need to understand. If you don't know how yet, that's not a sign that it's not possible. It's a sign that it's going to be done in a way that you've never done it before, that you've never known it was possible to do. But it is possible. Like, it's out there because you have the desire, and that counts for something, which is why instead of just focusing on the how and trying to push, that's why, like, this person is focused on the desire, focused on the feeling, focused on, you know, the vision. They are intentional about whether the energy that they're bringing forward is matching the type of vision that they want to create, even if they're not sure what each step is going to be to create that reality. Because then when you're trying so hard to comprehend the how, it creates a lot of confusion and just like inner struggle, and it's very unnecessary. Like, I think that confusion, then you don't know what to prioritize, you don't know how to move forward, you don't know like what's actually important, and it kind of makes your energy feel more scattered. So that mental clarity does not come with knowing each step of the way. I feel like I really need to say that. That's like a download that's coming up. Your mental clarity, the clarity towards your goals, doesn't come with knowing each step of the way. It comes with trusting that you are going to get there inevitably. It comes with trusting your desire more than you comprehend the how. It comes with just trusting that your path is going to take you there if you keep following each instinct that you get, if you keep following that voice in you, your higher self's voice, if you keep following your gut, if you keep following that instinct, if you keep following your passions and your desires and your excitement and basically what you want to bring forward. So let's say you want to bring more pleasure into your life, or you want to bring more fun into your life, that you start following the things that already feel fun now, because that's going to open doors that you could have never imagined. Because again, if you have never chosen that before, when you start choosing it, you are going to see that there's a whole new reality available for you that you wouldn't otherwise comprehend if you didn't take that first step. So that confusion comes with trying to understand the path before you take it. And that is just going to leave you feeling scattered, chaotic, overwhelmed, overthinking. And I feel like it even creates a sense of comparing yourself to other people. Like, this kind of feels like a card that talks a little bit about competition. And it leaves you comparing to other people. It leaves you trying to see what other people are doing so you can guide yourself. Like, ooh, maybe I should be doing this, maybe I should be doing that. The thing is, you're meant to create your own path. So if you're looking at constantly at what the other people are doing, you're never listening to what you want to do. And so quiet is important right now. Silence is important right now. The bottom card of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is showing me that there is a lot of abundance waiting for you. Like it's already available. It's already available, but it needs space to breathe. You need to let it breathe. You need to stop pressuring things. Again, taking action is different than pushing it. You need to stop pushing. You need to let it flow. You need to let it go. You need to detach a little bit, not from a place of I'm giving up. Detaching and giving up are also different things, right? So you don't have to give up, but you can trust that things are going to unfold. And even if they take a little time to unfold, just focus on, continuing to bring yourself well-being, peace of mind, like that inner peace, that inner trust, that inner confidence. That's going to be really important so that you can let it breathe instead of like suffocating the life out of it because you're like, I need to keep going, I need to push, I need to blah, blah. Your goals are inevitable. Like, all these cards that I'm getting here, like underlining everything that I'm saying, are representing success. They're representing the opening of this new journey, this new path. Like, you are embarking on something that's gonna change you forever. Like, you are embarking on a journey that's truly like, you are setting sail towards uncharted territory, towards uncharted lands. But this is where your paradise is, okay? This is where you're going to find the land of your dreams. This is like, when you go to that country that you've never been to before, but suddenly you feel like you're at home. Like, that's the feeling that you're going to get. It's going to open you up completely, not just to a whole new reality, but also to a whole new version of yourself. Like, you are going to feel so empowered, so confident, so sure of who you are, so magnetic and irresistible, and just like completely open to what life can bring you. And that openness requires a sense of vulnerability, but it also requires that sense of self-trust, that you can trust the process and you can let it go, that you don't need to be on top of it every single moment of every single day. You don't need to not lose your sleep over it. That's not necessary. That is not necessary. That's not what's being asked of you. What's being asked of you is that you stay true to your desire over everything else, over any type of logic, over any other rules that apply to everyone else, over what everyone else is doing, over what you've been told your entire lifetime. You need to focus on what feels right in this very moment. That's the only way you can truly step into your higher self's alignment. Damn, that's spitting up bars, huh? So what you're prioritizing is very important. And I feel called to say, you need to spend time in nature. You need to spend time grounding yourself. You need to create moments of peace. Oh my God, the Temperance card, like literally speaking of inner peace, inner balance, harmony. Like, you need that harmony. It's beautiful that you are opening up to life. It's beautiful that you are more committed to taking action and showing up. It's also necessary, though, that you take time to rest, that you take time for quiet. And quiet is really important. Silence. Sometimes when you don't know the way forward, it's because you're not listening. And how can you listen if you're always, doing something, if there's always noise around you? So this means scrolling, but this also means thoughts. And obviously it's hard to quiet thoughts, but things like meditating, things like spending time in nature, things like spending time off your phone, those things are going to help you come back to your center, and that voice is going to become really clear once you start practicing that. They're showing me. And see, this is where you find your alignment. This is where that harmony becomes really clear. I love this card. Look at that. Seriously, this card is beautiful. That's my favorite card. So the Lover's card, it really speaks on alignment. It speaks on harmony. It speaks on feeling good about where you are. It actually, I don't know why, but I'm having the feeling of abundance as well, because when you open your heart and when you're in alignment, you're also connected to that energy of abundance and possibility. That's when the path really opens up, because you're not forcing anymore. You're just following yourself, and that's when you really close the gap between where you want to be and where you are right now. So I think that's ultimately the message. See, this mental clarity that you're searching for. I actually burned this card doing as well. This mental clarity that you're searching for, it doesn't come from trying to answer your overthinking questions. It doesn't come from trying to see what everyone else is doing again. It just comes from quiet. You already have the answers within you, but our intuition can feel like a really tiny voice compared to our own, very intense thoughts of fear or lack or doubt. And so the only way, or the best way, maybe not the only, but the best way that you can really let that clarity come through is not by questioning more. It's not by asking more questions. It's just by stopping, trusting that you'll find the answer. That's how the answer comes through. So yeah, really focusing on bringing that joy, disconnecting from everything else. It's really good to stay focused on taking action, but aligned action. And so if you're not sure what that alignment looks like, maybe just give yourself some time. To figure it out. You're not giving up. It's not about letting go of everything that you're doing, but if something definitely isn't feeling in alignment, this is saying to me, take some time to yourself. Focus on joy right now. See what I mean? This card. Focus on joy right now. Focus on your well-being. Focus on your inner peace. How can you cultivate more of that? How can you create more harmony with yourself? How can you regulate your nervous system more? Those are the things that are going to bring those answers forward, and that's where you really tap into your essence. Not everything is made by force, okay? Sometimes magic is created literally just by letting go, by lack of resistance, by ease. Find those moments of ease. That's going to make the most difference. And that is it for this month's session. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely leave some comments of positivity for everyone in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.